Do you think there were Neanderthals? Could they have been like animals in the sense that they didn't have a soul breathed into them like Adam? Could Cain have married one? So the question is about Neanderthals. So here's the answer. Were there ever Neanderthals? And the answer to that is no. There were never Neanderthals, for the same reason that there is no missing link between ape and man. There's no such thing. When God created Adam and Eve, He did not create them as subhuman creatures. He didn't create them in some imperfect state where they had to progress to normal mankind, if you will. He created them perfect, right? They were created in the image of God, and that's how they were created. So the idea of Neanderthals is just evolutionary propaganda. The number of Neanderthals that existed on the earth is zero. It's none. So the question then becomes, and people sometimes wonder about this, well, where did Cain get his wife? And what is the obvious answer? Cain married a sister, right? So Adam and Eve had children. You know, we know they had Cain, and we know they had Abel, and we know they had Seth, and so on. But if they only had boys, guess what? Would have been a short story. They also had daughters. There is no prohibition on marrying a close relative in early Genesis, because that's obviously what happened. Cain married another descendant of Adam, obviously, is what he did. Look with me at Genesis 1, verse 26. It's not until much later in the scriptures that there is a commandment against marrying a close relative, but look with me at Genesis 1:26. And this will help us think about Neanderthals. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in His own image. In the image of God created He him, male and female created He them. So very clear, the very first man, Adam, his wife, Eve, were created in the image of God. They were not Neanderthals. They were perfect in the way that God created them. So there are no Neanderthals.